Hey everybody, my name is Felicia Morgan, and today this is for my single ladies. Yes, all of my single ladies. I mean, you can still watch it if you're married, but this is for my single ladies. Okay, in all seriousness, you guys, this is for the single ladies. I am single. I've been single for a long time. For a period of time, I wasn't even dating. I've recently started getting back in the game. And yeah. So, moving right along. I just felt led to do this. I feel like there's so many people that talk about being single and as a Christian and having those standards and those morals in this world, but I just feel like there were some things on my mind that I wanted to address about it, because come on y'all, we just gotta do better. I know it can seem like the pool out there is not a lot, like there's not a lot to choose from, but you just have to just put your focus in the right places. So, number one, I've noticed a lot that, especially as Christian women, I guess, it seems like sometimes we can become very obsessed with the idea of marriage and with being with someone, and I just want us to reach a point where we're more content within ourselves. Now, I'm not perfect in this area, so like I said, I'm in the same boat with you all, and I will be like, you know what, God, I need to stop obsessing about it. I need to stop thinking about it, stop daydreaming about it, stop imagining what my husband's gonna look like. And then the next thing I know, I'll be like, ooh, Lord, he cute. Or like, ooh, God, please don't try me. Do not send him over here, because no, that's not it. And so for me, it's all about continuing to surrender when I realize that I'm thinking too much about it, and just knowing that I have to trust God in that area. No matter what it looks like, no matter how I feel about it, I just have to continue to trust Him. I have to move forward in be obedient in the things that God has called me to do. And so marriage is not going to make anybody happy. It's still a work that you have to put in of dealing with like a whole nother person, a whole person. And so just because you get married to somebody does not mean you're going to be happy. So you might as well learn to be happy now. So it's all about learning to be content. Now, that doesn't mean that you're going to be absolutely perfect at it, but it's learning to be content regardless of what somebody else is doing, of whether someone else is around. Learn to be happy with who God said that you are, because at the end of the day, you're God's daughter before you're somebody's wife. And another thing that I've noticed that I just wish we would do better: stop saying you're doing everything right, but then you're so frustrated that God has not sent that person for you. Here's the thing. If you feel like you're doing everything right, and so God needs to hurry up and send you a man, first of all, you have the wrong thinking, because that's not how God operates. First of all, it's not about you did everything right, so there's this prize at the end of the road of you just doing everything right. You have to get rid of that thinking. That might be part of what's blocking you. It could be somebody right in front of you, but if you have that type of thinking, like there's gonna be this perfectly wrapped present for you because of all the good deeds that you did, then you need to go back to God and you need to talk to Him about that and have Him help you. Just stop thinking that way. to me, I just want us to embrace like who we are, because at the end of the day, whether you're single or you're married, you're a daughter. You're always going to be a daughter first, a daughter of God, his chosen one, his called one. And so you have to put your focus there, not on whoever or who not so ever. Focus on who God has said that you are. Focus on what he has purposed you for, what he has created you for, and continue to move forward in that. When you really embrace who you are as a daughter and who God says that you are, all the other things that he needs you to embrace in life are gonna come secondhand. They're gonna come a lot more naturally because you know who you are, and so your foundation is gonna be in that and not in this man said he wants me to be his wife. No, your foundation is in Christ. Christ first and foremost. And so that's what I pray for us moving forward, is that we just remember that. We remember who we are. We know who our foundation is. We know that we can trust God, and we know that we have a blank page. And God is going to write our story for us. And we just have to play our part and allow God to work through us to do his part. And so I'm praying for you all. I hope that you all are just encouraged just to trust God at a whole nother level, to surrender to him and know that everything's going to work out. Those desires that you have in your heart, God placed them there for a reason, but you can't move ahead of his timing. And so just remember to trust him, to love him, and remember who you are and embrace who you are right now in this season. Don't be so far gone, caught up ahead in the next season of your life, because when that season gets here, you'll be looking back like, dang, I remember when, I had this free time when I was single. So enjoy where you are right now. Embrace where you are right now. Learn to be content. Learn to know who it is that God says you are, and know that your timing is coming, but you gotta be faithful right now. And I love you guys. I will see you on the next one, and thanks for joining me on this video. Bye.